Hi friends, I hope you're all good. Quick video today. There's no plan with me this week. I haven't been well, and to be honest, I'm just resting, so I've not even done a damn thing. But I want to do a quick video. My 2026 Kinbor Weeks arrived yesterday, and I want to do some comparisons between the 2025 because they are quite different. So I thought we'd do that. We've got a cute little calendar. I'm not going to fold it out, but it basically is this little dude here with a calendar on the bottom. It's quite big, so I will iron that out and laminate it and put it up on my wall when the time comes. So this here is the 2026 planner. Very different. So I opted to not have a hardcover this year, like for next year, sorry, because I had one this year and it was a little bit annoying because it's quite stiff. I am hoping that the plastic cover is going to fit, although I'm not particularly hopeful. This is, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's got like a wee sheen to it. So it looks like, I want to say fur, and it's not. It's still fake leathery stuff, and it feels strange. Like if I put it on my desk and try and move it with one hand, it doesn't, whereas that does. Do you get what I mean? It feels a bit odd. So I'm looking forward to getting that on. I'm actually going to take this plastic cover off. Just bear with me for a second. Although this has got Coffee Monsters Co. Vellum on it, I'm annoyed because I've damaged my desk down here and I can see it. We can still get some comparison going on. So size wise, I'm just trying to line up where the book is on the inside of that to the book is. They are the same size. If I do that, they are the same size, which is good. Thickness wise, this new one is thicker, and the reason that is this is different paper. So this year they have opted for not using the, now I always butcher the name and I'm sorry, the Bachuan paper, which is the Chinese equivalent of Tamoy River paper. It performs reasonably the same. It is different, so that's why I want to do this little comparison for those of you who usually get a Kinbor or usually get a Hobonichi Weeks and you're not quite sure where you're going with this. So let's go into, because this is not for public viewing, so we're going to go into the back where I have not done a damn thing, and we're going to have a look at the paper. Now we know that, where's my pen test that I did? Did I even do a proper pen test in here? No, so we'll do one anyway. So we know that for those of you who have used the Chinese version of the Weeks before, the paper is nice and thin. It feels like Tomoe River paper. Let's just get my cousin quickly, undo the clip, go into the back. It feels mostly the same. It's still the same grams of paper. It's quite okay to use. I don't have a problem with it. Actually, I'm not even medicating the dog now, so we don't have to worry about that. Just ignore the dog's medication. So what I'm going to do is grab my fountain pen. Where's my other pencil case? I have too many pencil cases. It's a bit crazy, but that's okay. I'm going to grab a permanent marker. I'm going to grab a refillable ink pen, and I'm going to grab my Tombow dual end marker. Actually, let's use that Sharpie pen instead of that marker, so that's fine. I'm also going to grab a Tombow marker number 679. This eggplanty colour, or aubergine, whatever you want to call them, is notorious for bleeding through. So we're going to just do that very quickly in here. The ink that I've got in here is a Sailor Shikiori ink. I'm not going to write lots and lots of details, but I will just do a little heavy swatch here of that, because we're going to do that in the new planner as well. This is a refillable ink, and this one has got can't remember an ink in it. Then we're going to use the Sharpie pen, which is quite fine and bleeds normally. Then I'm going to use my dual-ended Tombow, both ends very wet. One is black, one is grey, and then the beautiful Tombow. I was going to do a stamp as well, but I don't actually know where I've put my stamp pad that I bought. That's okay. So if we turn over the page, we have minimal ghosting, no bleed through, which is actually very interesting. I really want to find where I have put that ink pad. I don't know where it is. Anyway, so that's cool. So we know that it takes a little while to dry. Now, if I come in really close, you can see that now obviously it's a different paper. It's not Tomoe River paper. Can you see the grid lines through the ink? So that's one thing that you get with this kind of paper. If I do that in the back of my cousin, where are we? I'm always like, oh, what am I going to use? Let's just do it on the back of this one here very quickly. I can already see the colour difference. Can you see? It's more vibrant on here, and there's not as much show through of the grid. So this Barchuan paper it doesn't pop as much, I don't reckon. Then we're going to move into the new book. Now I want to see how this goes, and we're also going to do a little flip through too. For those of you who haven't seen one before, I'm actually going to do, so they have a map of China in the back of the book, which is really no good for me, so I'm going to do my swatches down here on the grid. Let's just move this one out of the way. I need some weight on that page. I just added the butt clip. That's better. Right, so we're going to do, let's zoom you right in. Just support it there. A heavy swatch over my fountain pen. Then what am I doing? Where's that thing? Then I'm going to do the ink pen. Then I'm doing the Sharpie pen. Which is starting to run out of ink, I think. Everybody's been using it for purposes that they're not supposed to. The Tombow jewel end in black and grey. This is really super absorbent, this paper. I don't know what it is. They say it's the same and it isn't. Don't trick me. That absorbs so fast. There's no smudge on that at all, where it did smudge on the other one. Oh, it helps if I take that off, eh? Interesting. I cannot see. I'm going to just compare. Oh, gosh. Can you see that there's less of a ghost? So that's through this one here. There's less of a ghost through this. This is definitely thicker paper. That's super interesting. So let's go back to the beginning. I'll zoom you out more. So it's got a sparkly inside. I want to go. It's thicker. It's so much thicker. I think I might prefer this. I wonder if it's going to compare to the Cosmo Air Light paper. I wonder. I want to stamp. Ah, there it is. I can bloody see it. It was hiding in the back. So I've got a Versamagic. This is the chalk ink. Where are you? Over there. I'll put you there to weigh that side down. And this bleeds through Tomoe River paper. I don't know how people get it to not bleed. It bleeds for me. So what I'm going to need now is a stamp. Now I've got a lot of stamps. I have an entire box of stamps. I want a juicy stamp. Let me find, and this is ridiculous. Let's use the swatch stamp. I have a stamp for every purpose, right? And then I have got, oh, there's a smaller one there. We'll take that off. This is for when I swatch my inks, but I'll just take this off. And we'll put on here a swatch one, because then I'll be able to, like, it'll be quite, I don't even know what the word is for it. It'll still be juicy. Okay, I'm going to grab this one here, and I'll have to put it diagonally. So these you take off and get all over your hands. That's the rules. And then you just, please don't be running out of ink. I'm just going to give it a press. It's been a while since it's been used, and I'm wobbling the whole desk as I do this. Tap, tap, tap is the way to go, because if you wipe, it will smear. Now I'm actually going to stand up while I do this so I can put maximum pressure. Right. So that is a stamp using the Versamagic chalk ink in Midnight Black. And there was zero bleed. Okay, I need to find my other one. Okay, I found it. So I've got, this is Versacraft for fabric paper wooden more. This is not a chalk ink. I purposefully bought this. Use your scissors, Alex, not your nails, because I know that it's notorious for bleeding, and I just wanted to try and see. I'm not going to clean off the stamp. Right, oh, this is super nice, this one. Because I really want to make use of my stamps, you know. Pop that on and give it some pressure. Oh, she juicy. Okay, so you can see straight off the bat that ink pad has definitely got more ink in it. What I'll do is now turn the page, and she has not bled. Oh, I just don't want to smudge. No bleeding, sod all ghosting, but what I will do is wait until it's actually dry, because it's still quite wet. Now, the other thing that I want to do is just do it in this, because it's the closest that we've got to, should you move over there, to my river paper. Yeah, actually we'll just do it on one of these, because it doesn't matter. I don't use this section in the planner, so we'll do the same ink, because if this is going to bleed onto my river paper, it's going to make a hell of a mess on here. So we'll just see. We'll just biff it on. Press, 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 press. If I could use all of my stamps all of the time, I would be so happy, because I've got some super, super beautiful ones. Remembering this is not dry. Little bit of shadowing. I can see some little dots. Yeah, it's starting to soak through. So what I'll do is just put them here, and then I can keep an eye on. There is still zero bleed through. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's still very wet. I can imagine that, because you can heat set this, so it's permanent on fabric. I may look at getting a new one of these or how to refresh it. So if you guys know how to refresh these, is there a bottle or something you can buy? I don't know. But what I'll do now, when I can find a piece of paper, says the stationery hoarder, I'll just use like a giant sticky note. I just want to put that there to protect the other paper, and I'm just going to put this one off to the side and just tuck that on there. Right, okay, let's look at what's inside, and I have to be quick because my mum is coming for coffee. So flyleaf as normal, 2025, 27 and 2026, and then we have Chinese holidays here. We move into the, I can't remember what you want to call this kind of calendar. Starts there and finishes there. So that goes right through all 12 months. November is spelt correctly. I know that in some books there were quite a few spelling mistakes, and on the cover as well, which was a bit cute. Then we have the 12 months of the year bundled together as normal. Any public holidays are in red, and of course Sunday, which annoys me immensely. So that goes right through to December. And then you have a plan of a new year. So you could write down things you want to do, things you've achieved every month. I'm not sure what you would put in here. It would be up to you, of course. And then you move straight into the first week of January, which starts on a Thursday. Obviously the 29th is the Monday, 29th of December. And it's just a standard layout like the Hobonichi Weeks, right? That's it. It's got the 2 dots on each day, so you can make that 3 columns. It's already got a line drawn down there if you want to make it 4. This is for my health and wellness journal, so this will work perfectly fine for me. It's got the mini calendar at the bottom that you can use your correction tape or whatever if you want to get rid of that. It doesn't matter. And that just goes all the way through to the end of the year until you get to the 3rd of January is the end of the week. Then you move on to blank pages. Now there are 50 blank pages here, double-sided of course, or 50 numbers, so it'd be 25 pages that go, oh my god, where's the thing? Back to here, number 50. And then you move into a schedule, really good if you're timetabling and your timetable doesn't change. A gift list. This is a 21 days plan. You could put books you've read, favourite movies, all sorts of stuff, or favourite recipes, whatever you like. And then your list of favourites. So I will probably use this as a book list. I haven't quite decided. And then, of course, as with all Asian planners, there's always something specific to the region that it comes from. So for China, they have put eye exercises, an encyclopedia of page sizes with their millimeters. So if you want to work out sizes of things, I think, I don't know what that is. That's looks to be like a conversion. Yeah, sizing for things, conversion, shoe sizes, clothing sizes, that sort of stuff. I cannot read Chinese kanji, I'm afraid. And then, of course, the map of China. This is gourmet recommendation, so that'll be maybe restaurants or something, or food that you want to eat. The 24 solar terms. Not 100% sure on what that is. It'll be specific days during the year. And then there's a ruler at the back and your personal information and how to contact Kinbor and their seal. You've got a little pocket. That's the book. It's really basic. I like it for the purpose that I'm going to use it for. It cost me 27 New Zealand dollars on AliExpress. Not top tier stuff, not like my Just Scribble planner that I've purchased, and it's cost me $150 New Zealand to get it shipped to my door. And that wasn't even through the lovely Just Scribble lady, because worldwide shipping is screwed up. I would have rather bought from her shop, but shipping was like 98 New Zealand dollars. It was crazy, but that's automatic depending on what the system says. It's nobody's fault. But as soon as that arrives, so that'll arrive late November, I will be doing a walkthrough with you. I'm so excited to get into it. So for now, that is all, and I will see you next week in hopefully a plan with me. If I get left alone long enough to actually make a freaking video. You know what I mean? Have a fantastic rest of the week, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.